Yo, this is a ton of play, Xenogears, and we managed to have one hell of a fight against Ramsus and against Miang in their gears. We managed to win, and now we're gonna be rewarded with a lot of cutscenes. I really talk a lot. And some of these cutscenes gonna be having a lot of plot twists, and there's gonna be a lot of revelations and a lot of answers to questions we have had since the very first episode of this game. So, sit down, get ready, and more importantly, pay attention, because this is a time when people might get lost a bit because it's gonna be very, very intense. Let's get going. That's right. Heh. Well then, let's start off from the beginning again. Yep, you thought you beat Miang, right? No, she recovers. You think you can beat me this time? What the? I thought I defeated you. Unless you can decompose her atomic structure, you don't stand much of a chance. Noma attacks are futile against one who has the ability to regenerate using nanomachines. Well, don't worry, you're not gonna fight her again though. Don't worry. Now the time has come for the Great Awakening. What's this? It is our Xenogears. Damn, what's going on? Huh? Hey, is that our Omni? No, that's not it. Is that our anima relics? Is it trying to detach the anima relics from our Xenogears? Now check this out. Deus is swallowing up our anima relics? That's right. The anima relics are being eaten up by Deus, the physical manifestation of God, which you see right there. That creature thing. He just ate the anima relics. It seems the anima relics have fallen into the hands of the enemy. This is the true meaning of the anima relics: to attain their respective animus and return to the persona. The anima relics are really one set of parts that make up Deus, the physical manifestation of God. They regain the original powers or functions by aligning themselves with their distinct partner. An Omnigear that has lost its respective anima relic is but a puppet. It becomes a mere vessel or container in which there are no contents. And this girl too is destined to become one with God. You see, Elly is really one of the parts of God as well. What the hell are you talking about? Put simply, you serve to help bring all the parts of God together here for me. You're a bunch of stupid fools. It as if you're all clowns. You believe the legend of our world and the universe was created, but the Ministry and I fabricated that very myth a long time ago to suit our purposes. That's a lie. How can that be true? I'll think you find out your friends Xenogears are all dead too. I'm talking about your friends who split up and took a different path than you in this place. They were all parts of God that were dissembled in the past, but once again are all gathered here. Yes, it is indeed the time of the resurrection of God. Well, what's it all for? Everything that I've done up to now. That is, of course, Ramsus, who's still in shock. Ramsus? It's just you. What are you doing here, Car? What about me? My existence? What was its purpose? There was only one purpose to your existence: to eliminate Emperor Cain. Cain's will had become too much like that of humans. He was too concerned about them. He had forgotten his mission to revive God. That is why you were created. You were only made to remove our main hindrance, Cain. But, as the original living being, Cain had absolute power. To make you turn on Cain, it was necessary to focus your mind on a single point. However, being an artificial life form, you were mentally unstable. That is why we used fake existence, resentment. That is the source of your strength. And you have excelled superbly at fulfilling our expectations of you. But we no longer have any more use for you. Haven't you realized that yet? You're a piece of trash. And being the reject that you are, why don't you just leave? Ha 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 ha. What was I born for? What was I living for? A pathetic excuse for a life. Why, you aren't even human. Ha 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 ha. Now, what to do with a lot of you? Well, I can't just kill you all, seeing as you have served me so well. So as a reward, I allow you to be sacrificed too, to be assimilated into Deus along with this girl. Yeah! Ramsus! Good. This is how I wanted it, Car. I am fated so as to not be able to kill myself. Now, all my wishes have come true thanks to you. Miang. Ah! Damn, he killed him. Poor Ramsus, he is in shock. Faye, sorry we're late. Our Xenogears broke down. Anyway, let's hurry up and save Elly. Yes, I know. So they go there and they rescue Elly. Hang in there, Elly. I'm letting you down now. And guys, I did warn you there's gonna be a huge plot twist. Well, here it comes. They help Elly down, and then... boom! And then FMV. Elly shot Faye. You're wondering, what the hell? And then look at Elly. Her hair turns purple. Her skin changes as well. Pistol drops. And then Deus's eyes waking up. Now you're probably wondering, what the hell just happened? What the hell? Why did she shoot Faye? Well, now you will get that question answered, and it's a big plot twist. Yeah! Faye, now you hang in there. She took my gun! Why did you do that? Elly! Elly? What happened to you? How could you? Don't tell me she's been brainwashed! It has nothing to do with brainwashing. What? How is he alive? The majority of my body is composed of a nanomachine colony, not only for longevity, but also to unify with the mother. So don't be surprised. This much damage can be recovered rather quickly. Unify with the mother? That girl, Elly, is our mother. Yes, I am the mother of all humans. Elly? What are you babbling on about? Step out of it, Elly! You're as dense as usual, but I don't blame you. So be it. I'll explain to you all about it. And now, here comes a lot of revelations and answers to questions we had since the very first episode. So sit down and pay attention to what Elly is about to tell you. This Deus, the one you call God, is an interplanetary invasion weapon system that was built in ancient times by humans from another planet. Hence why people do resemble this game a lot to Chrono Trigger, because Deus is almost a lot like Lavos. It was created as an automatic weapon which could act upon its own will to take control of a targeted planet. But you should have known this much from looking at the Raziel records. Anyway, during a test run, Deus became uncontrollable, released his power and annihilated the whole planet. The creators of Deus found its immeasurable power to be too much of a threat, and hence forcibly shut it down. In order to analyze the cause of the problem, its core was dismantled and placed on an interplanetary emigrant passenger ship to be transported to another planet. Becoming aware of this, the disassembled Deus resisted. It tried to take over the passenger ship that was transporting it. However, as a last line of defense against the escape of Deus, its creators unexpectedly destroyed the whole ship, sending it crashing to this planet. In other words, what you just told now was basically the intro movie of Xenogears. So now we know that Deus is indeed a weapon invasion system, and it was dismantled and put on the ship, but it somehow managed to get control of itself, and that's basically causing the issue on the intro movie. Deus knew that it would not be able to get away from the explosion or the imminent impact, and so it detached its power core from the Zohar power reactor. Zohar? Yes, Zohar. It is what drives all the gears on this planet. It is the master generator that transmits its energy to the slave generators in our gears. It is also the source of all ether power that the inhabitants of this planet utilize. By utilizing the energy displacement caused by actualizing potential future phenomenon, this Zohar modifier has the ability to produce infinite amounts of energy. The source of all our ether power? Are you saying all our energy comes from that power reactor engine? Yes, but there is more. The core that was detached from Zohar, the biological computer Kadonomy, crashed onto this primitive planet. It activated Persona, its life support plant, that can generate organic material. Using this, it prepared itself a genetic-based system for the day when Deus will be resurrected. Thus the first humans were created from there, Emperor Cain and the elders of the Gazelle Ministry. Are you saying the Emperor and them Gazelle Jesus were people born from Deus? Do you know why the Gazelle Ministry desired the anima relics in your bodies? Well, here's the reason. Before becoming human, the bodies of the Ministry were once part of the organic elements in the core circuit that made up Deus. There were two types of organic elements. The female type was called anima, while the male type was called animus. They were also created with the added ability to become mobile weapons by merging with the machinery that was suited for the use as terminal interface weapons for Deus. In other words, those Omnigears you were using were one form of such weapons. The Ministry, which were animus, were trying to become one again with their separated anima at the time of the resurrection of God. But in a war 500 years ago, they all lost their physical bodies. It was then that they decided to extract their own genetic factor from certain individuals of their human descendants who carried the appropriate sets of DNA. Also, each of them could become one with the respective anima again. Descendants? Then we are all... Yes, you humans are all descendant of Cain and the Gazelle ministry. They were born from the persona, gave birth, and propagated. They followed in their inbuilt program to someday resurrect the heavily damaged Deus. All the people in the world were created solely to resurrect Deus? Yes, but it wasn't just to restore its old body. More than half of Deus is constructed of biological parts. Do you remember those mutated humans? Those are all people who were destined to become replacement parts for Deus. So now, you maybe understand why people were mutating so much when they used the geisha key. Basically, that is basically when they activated that part, they made people mutate so that they could become parts of Deus, which is the big thing you see behind Elly. We humans are parts for God. Yes, almost all the people are destined to become parts for Deus. But you people gathered here are all different. You could say you escaped the destiny by existing through multiple generations. In actuality, there wasn't enough parts for Deus. But Krelian compensated for what was lacking. The reduction in the number of parts was due to humans living through multiple generations. But that deficiency in the human factor was made up for by the nanomachines created by Krelian. Not only that, but his nanomachines added additional functions. Deus has thus evolved into the perfect weapon. Elly, what has happened? Why? Do you know all that? I am Miang, the keeper of time, the representative of our god Deus. I was born to guide the people towards the path of the resurrection of Deus. So now we know that Miang that we have seen since the beginning of the game, even though this is a different Miang, Elly is not Miang. You can see that Miang is the human Deus. So she's been the bad guy all the time. Oh damn. That's ridiculous! Miang was just... You're limited in your ability to understand. Miang's factor exists within all women. The one who transcends generations, the caretaker of humans. When the previous one dies, somewhere another Miang is awakened. It is programmed into all women's DNA to be that way. Who inherits duty is just a matter of probability, Faye. But this one of course wasn't, that's why she was kidnapped here. So I can say that the reason why Elly was kidnapped here is because they knew that it was time for Elly to become Miang. So they actually, that's the reason why they talked so much trash to Ramsus, because they actually want Ramsus to snap and to kill the existing Miang, so that she could die and Elly could become the new one, because Elly is special. So you can say they have been doing a lot of bullshit behind the back of everyone. Oh damn. That Miang over there and I are the same existence. We are all parts of Deus, all caretakers of humans. Let us end this discussion now. Deus has awakened. I am one of the parts that composes Deus, hence I must become one with it. Elly, why did it have to be you? If Miang is part of Deus, why did it not happen earlier? It is still not enough for her just to have awakened. Although she may be Miang, she still isn't the true Miang. The true Miang? Let's go, Krelian. All that's left to do is to vanquish this planet's civilization and return to how it was. Then I can complete my unification with the final fragment of Deus, the Soar modifier. The power reactor that fell upon this planet and became our genesis, and now our apocalypse. The eradication of civilization? What is the purpose of doing that? Who knows? The greatness of God will someday be a hindrance. That is why they must be eliminated. I just programmed them act in this way. So you maybe can even say that the reason why Miang is like that is because of the people from another planet that programmed Deus. And they programmed Miang to be like this. Or should we say, they programmed Deus, and Deus programmed itself to do like this. So it's pretty advanced, but it's still very, very tense. Come. So what I meant about the eradication is that they basically say that everyone has to be part of Deus. Those who will not become part of Deus, they feel will be a hindrance to their objective, and they will be killed. In other words, if you either die and become part of Deus, or you will be killed anyways. So you can see now we're kind of reaching the big end of the world type of thing. It is time for the awakening of the true mother. Please, wait! Elly! Farewell, Faye. May you have a peaceful awakening. And then Elly, aka Miang, and Krelian goes into Deus. Becomes one with it. Then the nanomachine things goes off. And yeah, that is indeed God. That is Deus. Or how has it evolved to become. Now it sinks beneath to start sucking up energy. Elly! Wait! Faye! Do not release the system! Stop! Wait! We're only endangering ourselves. Let's get out of here for now! Oh boy. What just happened? Now you see Merkava is rising up because Deus is being awakened. Now even more bad stuff is about to happen. See Merkava now shooting out beams. So remember what Elly said, remember what Miang said now. They're not going to try to eradicate everyone. So those not going to become part of God will be eradicated. Oh boy, that was a big cutscene, that was a big revelation. Finally we're getting actually more answers than questions. We still have some questions though, but we will get some more answers next. So that was basically a very plot heavy, but very plot twist heavy episode, don't you think? But if you think that was it, oh my god, it's gonna get even more. Because now it was focused about Deus, about Krelian, about Miang and Elly. Next episode gonna be also very plot heavy and also a bit some fight heavy. And this time it's gonna be about Faye and the reason why people call him the Contact. Thus we'll learn more about Faye's past and even learn why we've seen this dream about the Khan looking like Faye. And basically we're gonna learn a lot of things about Faye's past. And more than that, it's gonna be very interesting for sure. Like, comment and subscribe, follow me on social media. And that's it for now. I'll see you guys next time with my journey in Xenogears continues.